Pluto in the first house. Scorpio rising. With Mercury on the ascendant, also in Scorpio. Nerd who dies and becomes familiar with pain in their own way. For me, the 20s were a zombie phase. Deeply depressed, everything adding up. I didn't really know yet how to grieve, which is an important thing for anyone who has Pluto in the first house to seriously consider, is checking yourself to see what is left to grieve, because there's something, probably lots of things. My Saturn return really got me into sorting myself out, and it's taken, like, I'm 33 now, and I feel like I am just getting to the kind of emotional stability that I dreamed of. Like, that was like a prayer in the darkest, lowest bottom, when you're in the bottom of existence and you feel freaking terrible in all sorts of ways. That's where I was, and now I am where I wanted to be for the most part. I've got my methods of, I call them molting habits. With Scorpio, the animals, scorpion to snake to eagle to phoenix. I wasn't sure if that was a cycle throughout the whole lifetime at first. And I have now learned in my own experience that it is more to do with each one. And there is going to be an unknown amount of rebirths in life. I highly recommend accepting the fact that life will happen. You'll feel down. You'll need to take care of that. You want to feel better. So how do you make your molting habits? You're probably already doing them in some way. Coping habits. Make sure you really know what those are. And what? Creativity is what I recommend to anyone, Scorpio rising or not. Any kind of creative outlet. Every kind of creative outlet. When the lockdowns were going down, I turned my room into a functional padded cell where I can type. Literally, there's a physical set spot for a typewriter for me to type. If I spin to that, or if I spin to making music, I'm set for that. If I spin to making art, I do that. If I spin to just crashing and sleeping and recovering, I'm a 12th houser as well. Sun, Mars, and Pallas Athene. So that's relevant to my story. I don't know. Learning my astrology chart has helped me greatly in reprogramming myself into a healthier state of being and existence and knowledge of self. I think that is the kind of thing that, if done, if each person does at some level, or at least if it's, if people even know that it's an option, and that it can work. I think people should be considering it more, but I don't know. You hear all the things people say about shallow astrology, pop astrology. It's like, what is this? Sorry, something landed on my leg. I was talking about stuff. Creativity. Any and all of it. Basically, you need an outlet that you can channel your pain and your grief through and into. And if that translates into the crappiest art ever, then make it the best, crappiest art you could possibly make it. In the way that the best being the most accurate and expressive to what it is that you are channeling emotionally, including all of the noise that, if it's just scribble noise in any and every way, that can translate into your expression. That included. Really embrace all of that. Eventually, you might find that you can make yourself laugh while doing this, and that you can actually have fun doing this, whatever your version of this is. So, I'm sorry if that's distracting. The creak of the chair. I think I've said enough. We'll see if I post this for the Scorpio people on the internet. Take care. And breathe and drink more water.